So we said there's two different types of equations that right now can pop up in your word problems. One of them we've already worked with a lot, and that's slope-intercept. Versus the other one I mentioned to you guys a minute ago is called standard form. So slope-intercept form, we already know the outline for that because we learned that in our linear functions unit. Mx plus b, right? So basically, this would be a start value or a y-intercept. And this would be the operation, right? Otherwise known as the slope. So basically, if I'm being given the beginning, I'm going to go for slope-intercept. If I'm not being given slope-intercept, then I have something like standard form. And if you look back at your problem where you guys tried it, I'm going to cover this up for just a second. This had everything being added up to equal a total. And that's kind of the outline for standard form. Your x's and your y's, those are all going to get added up and they're going to equal a total. So if you guys want to see what it looks like, kind of the generic algebra form of it that you guys would see if you opened up in an algebra book, it looks like this. And it basically says what we were just saying. All of the x's and all of the y's, however many of them we have, are going to equal a total. So that's the total right there. Basically what it comes down to, and the easy way to remember it is, if I look through the problem, am I being given the beginning or am I being given the end amount? And that'll tell you, that's kind of the easy way to tell which one that you're using. So it kind of comes down to beginning amount versus ending amount. So I'm going to put that below. Beginning amount versus ending amount. A lot of times you can get numbers, so a lot of numbers swimming around in a word problem, but if you kind of scan through, those are the most helpful ones to look for, and kind of ignore anything just for a moment that's not a beginning amount or an ending amount. That way you can figure out what type of equation you're making, and then you could kind of go back and look at the rest of the numbers and fill them in once you know what your equation's supposed to look like. So that's a good process to go through because I can't do anything else. I can't solve a system of equations if I don't have the equations to work with. So this is a really important first step in an actual situation or a word problem.